there, it's Jeannie, and welcome to my talk on what to do with your foraging after you've gathered it. Not everyone gathers or forages, but you can buy from online, safe, approved sellers that do. I have set up what looks like a PPSD tank, just to show you some of the things you can do with foraged items. I have 2 crabs in here. This is Jack, and we're calling that one down there Benny. It's down by the bark. Some of the items that you can forage are live moss. The moss, before you put it in your tank, if it's dry, you can get a spray bottle. See that? Not dripping. Then you can see where I've hung it just gently if it's dry. But you can place it, didn't leave much room, around your pools. And try not to knock everything over. So that's for the moss. This is a light diffuser. Some people call it egg crate. You can get it at hardware stores. I measured it to fit this tank for display. Then I cut it using just a pair of scissors. And it fit just right, snug against there, without anything holding it in. That way you can use zip ties and secure items like this basket. I don't have it zip tied on yet, but this has some of the wildflowers and flowers that I grow each year to sell and to use for my hermit crabs. You can get, this is from, I knew the name of it, but I got here to say it. The Hungry Hermit. You can buy it at their Etsy shop. It's our safe food list. Now you could use wire ties for this basket and tie it to where there's something that they climb up the diffuser so they can get to their basket. The bark you see and the sticks, I just have those held in place by the diffuser. Then if you were going to make it permanent, you could silicone these on the other end. Same with this. This has shield lichens that grew naturally on this. This bark, I believe oak bark, it's just pressed up against there for now, but it could be siliconed in. 100% silicone. I tied up this moss, but you could use zip ties. This is a branch. It's being held in by the diffuser and wedged in there tight, but you can, again, silicone it in. Some various bark laying for a hide, so you can use natural hides. 2 water dishes. These are teeny crabs. They can submerge in these, and I have the lids from these are Chick-fil-A dishes underneath to catch any drips or in case someone would try to molt in a PVDS tank. These dishes are from Mary Acres. I've got spare shells from Nessa store and the dollar store. This basket is holding moss. It can hold moss or lichens. These are some other branches. The thicker the branch, the more you have to freeze and or bake that to make it safe. You don't want any bugs or anything in your tank that you don't put in. Bark. These, you could stand these up in your tank. If you have a really humid tank and you're having trouble with mold, you could put something underneath it there, like a food dish or a seashell, to keep it off your sub. Or put it against the light diffuser. This is an interesting piece. My aunt, they had to remove a white oak tree from the property and asked me if I wanted the wood and the bark. And I said yes. What I have in my pools, or show you up close, are little little plastic plants. Those are aquarium safe. And the crabs can climb in on one, out on the ornaments that I have in there. These kind of ornaments would also work. They're aquarium safe. You don't want the wood in the water. It will leach the water out of their pools and into your sub. This sub is low because it's PPDS. So I didn't want to put 6 inches of sub in here because it's not going to stay up. This is the light diffuser. I got mine at Lowe's, big sheet, like 3 foot by 2 foot. This came with some rescues. It's a black piece. Some people use these for ladders or for the pool, and you can zip tie them to the pools for larger pools. The smaller bark pieces, if you order those, or if you pick them up, they can be silicone to the light diffuser, or you can lay them either in a dish or something you've made up a basket. And I lay mine on the sub. But if you have trouble with mold, you don't want to do that. Again, to find out what wood is safe, and you can 2 things. You can go to the Hungry Hermit, order her book, or you can go to Crab Street Journal and look up the safe foraging guide. And there's a search engine there now that you can, a database that you can use to find those answers for yourself. And you can do group searches if you're in a hermit crab group, which most of you I'm sure are. You can take seashells and different items and sea glass that does no sharp edges, shells that your crabs cannot use in pieces, and you can make climbing. This is from a dear friend of mine, Katrina. Sadly, she's not with us now, but she was a big part of our group, the Hermit Crab Owner Society, and she was an MOD. And I'm going to start to cry, but I miss her. But this is a gift from Katrina to me. So I found a log where the bark had fell off, and I cut these with, I have a mini chainsaw, and I cut these. This makes perfect height for larger tanks. But you can make so many things from natural things. Now I'm going to give you a close-up. Take your phone off of here if I can. Well, I'll just bring you with me. All right. This is a close-up, hopefully. There we go. Of how I attach things. There's Jack. Down there's Benny. Various items on the table that I was handing you, showing you. Put you back. I have a building now where I could store items from my shop because of crabs. And if you collect things during the year, you could store those in cardboard boxes. If you can leave them open, the building makes it nice. But if you have a porch or something, you could do that too. Let's go back around this way. On the back wall, I have the banner. Underneath of it is a hand towel or tea towel that Katrina's mom sent me, and I'm going to cherish that. That was from the first CrabCon. I believe you can still order those at CrabCon this year. So thank you for watching me. Come back around. I'm hoping it was interesting. If you have any questions after the talk, I can be around for to answer questions. Thank you, and have a great CrabCon. Bye.